Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chibi-kitten Place, Beholder 2. And if you just knew what I had to do to get our 15,000 authorities, you would not believe in me. Not even halfway I got the achievement that not even 10% or something had called, oh, you've done 100 dudes of these on this floor. And I'm like, I done hundreds of them. Uh-huh. And I sat there and I did them and I did more and I did more and I did more until we finally had 15,000. We have it. We have it. We can finally apply for a promotion. That was not a fun system. Whoever made Beholder 2, that was the shittiest system ever. Okay. Before we do anything stupid, let's save. Worked on my phone. It's a new day. I think I spent 3 or 4 days on this. Just spending it on doing this. I'm glad I didn't film it because it was so painful. Yep. Apply for a promotion. Yes. Achievement unlocked. The top of the world. Congratulations. Your access card will be back tomorrow. Oh my god. What test did I fail? Stop saying fail. Oh, we need to call tomorrow. Sure, tomorrow. We got a lot of money. A lot of money. So I think we have deserve some rest. Let's go down. Just go home. Let's just go home. Go home, pay bills. You deserve a day off, Evans. You did so much work. Oh, we haven't looked at this for a while. Since we have the time. Oh. Hello there. Loot boxing! Okay. Open. We collected all the Heimdall codes! Nice! Diary page. James was a good man. He was so reliable and strong that you felt confident in yourself when he was nearby. I'm very sad we weren't as close friends as before. My distrust probably applies to everyone now. He's given me no reason for it, but my persecution complex managed to find suspicious details everywhere, in every phrase and look. As they say, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they aren't after you. And it seems to me that his sincere desire to help and to uncover the inner circle is hiding something else. Dun dun dun! Someone else, to be precise. Someone at the top of the IID is digging around for the inner circle. Though I wish to hold all my colleagues to account, the presence of one more piece on the chessboard frightens me. That's why I don't trust James. James is the one we need to call. Yes, James Cunningham. Who are you working for, James? We think he wants to get to the top? Maybe. We have eliminated yet another boss, and this one was Master of Colognes and of hypnotism? Oh, that's not what we can call it. Brainwashing me. James has been promoted to the very top. Hot damn, Evan, finally! That's the best news I heard since I can't even remember the last time I had such good news. Now what? What's our next move? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't have a next move. You're entering Terra Incognita. I have no idea what awaits you on the top floor. Your father always fell silent when I asked about it. I don't mean to be rude, Jace, but are you shitting me? I worked all the way up to the top, and you don't know what I'm gonna find there? You'll find answers, Evan. That I'm sure of. And this time, I'm coming with you. Your clearance allows you to bring visitors with you. You're one of the gods now. Thanks, James. Honestly, I feel better with you, Aaron. I don't. We won't leave a single question unanswered. Heimdall, the death of your father, all the injustices perpetrated in the name of the leader. We'll find the answers to every question and hold the guilty accountable. Meet me near the elevator, Evan. Uh-huh. See. Oh, well, pay the bill, Seven. I know you're apparently a god now, but gods still need to pay the bills, especially the electric payment. Yeah? See? You still have 13,000 left, so. Let's see. Prepare by watching a lot of TV, maybe? You can really binge watch TV today. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch that, and watch this. Look, you binge watch TV. Boop. And jump into bed. Flippity flop into bed. Like a dolphin. Flip flop. There we go. Yes. I thought the last code would be in the desk of, oh, Maria Curie, you broke my heart. You shouldn't have killed yourself. I could have solved it. I thought we were chanceless to get the last codes, but we got them. Someone was kind enough to put it there. There is James, the most handsome dark figure we ever seen. Hello. Are you ready? I think so. Are you sure? Perhaps you still have some unfinished business in the ministry. Any promises you still have to keep? No, I'm done. Something tells me you're not coming back. I have no unfinished business. Let's go. It's time to get some answers. Like, if I had some unfinished business, it's none of your business. Excellent. Let's go. Ooh. Wow, look at that elevator. What are you two saying? Oh, I don't like this. So this is where our dad fell out of the window? How? Oh! Oh my god! Oh, the violence is so graphic! What the fuck? Who are you among all the grey blorbs we met? Are you George Heimnitz, the first person? You're supposed to be dead. Dun dun dun! What a plot twist! Hello, Evan. Heimnitz! What the hell? How was it a clone they hung? From your exclamation, it's hard to tell where you're more stunned by. Cunningham's tragic death or my own miraculous resurrection. How about both? I dare say both the ones are equally shocking to you, so I'll give you some time to have a look around. Oh no, he didn't just die. He just fell into the floor. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Giving me some time. Again, if this was the place our father fell out the window of, how? Like, you had to climb up to the edge of the window and then be pushed. What is that? There's a desk there. Okay, no, well, he did give us the option. I did see the computer. Is this the leader? Is this the great leader? And my cat is like, no, I think you should give me some food instead. I have given you food, my darling hunter. Oh, look at this. Look at this. What is this? There you go. There's a toy. Wrong password. Yeah, definitely wrong password. Okay. So, I'm sure you figured a lot of things as you scrambled away to the top, but I imagine you still have lots of questions. Ask away, we have plenty of time. Just, please, don't do anything stupid. I have enough rounds left in this gun to put you next to Cunningham 8 times over. Who are you, really? Is he the great leader? No. I'm George Heimnitz, and now, without any false modesty, I can say I am the smartest member of the inner circle, because all the others is dead. Inner circle? That's what we call the elite group of people who really governs this country. The rest all laughed at me. That's what I say. Don't laugh at people. You take it very harshly. Don't laugh at anyone's expense. They saw my return to being senior manager in the Citizens Appeal Department as a foolish flight of fancy. Oh, so he kind of demoted himself? They even came up with a word for it. Downshifting. But only there. Down below, can you see all the vulnerabilities of the system? Only by pretending to be one of the mere mortals could I find ways to access other structures, such as the Internal Investigations Division. All it took was a little dirt scraped from the very bottom. Just 342 incoherence reports, a little indirect evidence of the rest of the inner circle being corrupt, 14 blurry photos to be exact. And that was it. James Aldous Cunningham took the bait and started digging. 342 incoherent reports and 14 blurry photos. Okay. How is this possible? You were executed. I saw you hanged in public with my own house. You weren't the only one who witnessed it, and that was the point. Was there nothing supernatural about it? Bribes for the gods, a climbing safety rig under my jacket, a couple of claps, and a hook for the nose. A hook for the nose? The really hard part was having to hang there without moving after the show for the following 18 hours and 43 minutes. But why? You know, you seem like a smart man. You made your way to the top after all, and yet you still don't get some very simple things straight. It's so the others think I'm no longer around. My rivals are more dangerous than yours, Evan. What rivals? Ferguson, DeSalvo, Feinberg. While I was dead, they were competing with each other, thinking that they didn't have to worry about anyone else behind their backs. Okay. Why was it necessary to get me to deal with the bosses? As I said, I needed some help to get rid of my competitors. Let's discuss how well that went. Ferguson, thanks to you, that pompous turkey of a man will be kept very busy digging a hole for pools he'll never get to swim in. Okay. Great work. As for DeSalvo, a pure psychopath who should have been put down like a rabid dog a long time ago. Of course, I can't say I haven't gotten my hands dirty from time to time, but I believe violence should be justified and functional. He killed kids. The things he did were inexcusable and unforgivable. You did everyone a favor by putting an end to it all. And as for Weinberg, things got out of hand with that clown and his clones. Let's see what an ideal society truly looks like. You were right not to be swept up in his ideas. We'd be heading for future overrun with clones otherwise. I think it's only fitting that he serves as a biomaterial to help create his clone he loved so much. Oh dear. And as for where that leaves us, you did a superlative job. Well done. You played your part in my symphony without missing a single note. You're a star performer. The inner circle has been eliminated, and now I'm the only one left. I'll be sure to give you a certificate of merit for all your hard work, Evan Redgrave. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Tell me about the inner circle. Me, Ferguson, DeSalvo, Weinberg, and your father. That's the whole inner circle. Why was Ferguson that? He was just a low boss on the first floor. What about the wise leader? Doesn't he rule everything? Oh, Evan, are you really that much of a fool? The old Luna never ruled anything. It's been that way from the very beginning. What? Just wait, you still have a chance to chat with him today, and why not? You definitely earned your audience. Tell me, it's a computer. Why did you kill him? And nothing personal. Cunningham had played his part, and therefore it was time to remove him. He had become waste material. And what was his part? He may have mentioned that he had a superior. I was that superior, although he never once saw me, and he received all his orders by phone. Okay. I don't think he ever even guessed that the first circumstantial evidence he found on the inner circle also came from me. He used you, and I used him to eliminate my competitors to gain access to the Heimdall project through you. What is the Heimdall project? What's the purpose of it? To control people. Using repeated towers spread through the city, 2,841 of them all together, connected to a single network. If you adjust the wavelength properly and send a signal, you can make people do anything you like. What's more, it's possible to create more complex patterns and command different people to do different things. You can make ordinary people obey and not complain, make soldiers go to war, make workers work. You can command everyone to be happy and they'll be happy. Or you can order everyone to voluntarily go to the nearest euthanasia center and free up some space. One way or another, each individual will become a link in one great chain, part of a self-sustaining system that sees everything and hears everything. That is Heimdall. Was my father involved? Oh, your father worked on Heimdall. Not by himself, of course. He was a talented administrator and politician, but no scientist. He did achieve a real breakthrough. His team discovered how to completely block the signal for individual recipients. Without this, there would have been no point to the project. The entirety of the powerful elite would also be under the influence of the signal. I, for one, didn't much fancy being a slobbering idiot, jumping through hoops for whoever stand at the control panel. Put simply, Heimdall is as much Caleb Redgrave's child as you are. Oh, it's my sibling. And considering the fact that you and your father barely spoke to each other, I could not unequivocally say which of you he loved more. How did my dad die? I'll make no secret of the fact that Caleb posed a problem for us all. What he was developing had the potential to not make shake the scales of power. Heimdall was capable of simply smashing the scales into dust. And opinions on the matter differed. Some didn't believe that such project could actually be completed. Some wanted to wait until development was finished so that they could take it for themselves. And some was quite content with the current balance of power. But then the first test exceeded our wildest expectation. It was 100% effective. But your father, and this was a surprise, suddenly grew a conscience. So you all had him killed? It was the one who did it, you? Oh, I think he was just trying to protect you. None of us had any qualms about harming each other's families, after all. You won't believe me, of course, and why should you? But your father jumped out the window himself. You're right, I don't believe a word of it. You don't have to believe it. You can watch the surveillance camera footage yourself from the terminal. The password is Icarus, oh very good. Okay, any more? Yeah, I can't believe that. I don't really have to see the photos of it right now. Because, like, you can't push anyone through these windows without very much effort. But why jump backwards out of a window? I just open the window and jump. Well, ask why I'm here. I understand all of that, but what does it have to do with me, damn it? The threat of the death of his son would have been enough to get Caleb to give up and hand over access to the first person to get to you. He was clever about it. He turned Heimdall to your biometrics, DNA, and vital signs. Then he killed himself. So you're the only person in the world who can activate the program. No, are you saying that? But why you stash those boxes with launch codes all over the ministry, which again, only you can open and not quite understand? So you have to be alive, healthy, and calm. That is not in pain or under stress to launch Heimdall. That's why you weren't dragged into this office right away. That's why the boss of each floor tried to, let's say, draw you into orbit of their interests. Uh-huh. Father's first letter, you wrote it, right? Let's say I edited a little. The original was much more voluminous. Caleb described the inner circle, Heimdall, and his plans in detail. But the phrase, don't trust anyone, belongs to him. You should have listened to your father, Edwin. I should have known. You're right about that. I even thought back then, does this red guy really have no questions like, why the hell is Dad writing in riddles instead of just telling everything like it is? By the way, you have a big mouth, Evan. You told Cunningham about me and the letter immediately. I asked you to keep everything secret. Finish the trip down memory lane and let's get down to business. You said that the wise leader doesn't decide anything. Oh, yes, you have a unique opportunity to see the wise, great, fair leader exactly how he really is. If you're going to weep in disappointment, don't do it too loud. There's a button in the terminal. The password is organic vegetable. Your appreciated joke sound enough. Oh, no. Sounding worse and worse with the leader, though. Not the computer. Okay, fine. Whoop. But why is there no chair on this? Okay. So, this is the film of our dad. Suddenly, the windows are a lot lower. Great job, Redgrave! A real breakthrough! I won't let you bastards have Heimdall. You'll only make things worse. To hell with you! You protected your son. We understand and respect that, but you didn't do anything to protect yourself. How long do you think you will last on my table? You got to jump off cliff all the time and build your wings on the way down. What? Isaac, what is he talking about? Grumbly, 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 low, grumbly, grumbly. Okay. Whee! Yeah, but again, like, the windows aren't that low. Like, they're fairly high up. You see that? That is just weird. Very weird. And this thing doesn't go anywhere close to the sides, so... Okay. Okay, the leader. I'm worried about this. Oh, yes, I am. Organic vegetables. Oh! Oh, hello. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought we could see another video feed. So, how does this work? Hello. Hello. Is that you, Caleb? No, you look a lot like him. I am his son. I have so many questions for you. I don't even know where to start. I'm sorry to disappoint you, young man, but I don't know very much. I have something to ask of you, but that's for later. We're gonna think he's gonna ask us to kill him. In the meantime, ask your questions. If I can, I will answer. Do you know about the inner circle? Do you even know what's going on in the ministry? I have no idea what you're talking about. These people don't really ask for my opinion, and why would they? What? You're the wise leader! What does that mean? The wise leader is an image, nothing more. You're the father of the nation, the leader of the great state, the conscience, mind, and honor of our era. Well, I want to tell you a story. It's hard to believe, but once, a very, very long time ago as a teenager, fantasy books were incredibly popular at the time, kind of like fairy tales for adults. Have you ever read anything like that? Yes, I can recommend Terry Pratchett. Those kinds of books are banned. They say that every citizen must build a real life, not live in fantasies. Well, when I was young, these books were everywhere, and the hardest part was finding the good stories among all the rest. My friend told me the simplest way of identifying the bad ones. You have to read the description on the back. And if you come across a sentence containing more than 3 words that start with a capital letter, the book is most likely rubbish. The technique still works 100% of the time. What? Sentence on the back that contains more than 3 words that start with a capital letter. Okay. I hope you now understand why I'm quite sick and tired of all these wise leaders' conscience minds and so on. No. So, your health. What is all this? Why are you here? What are the organs in those tubes for? We have organs in tubes? Oh, there's his heart. I didn't even notice. Is that up there something else? Liver or something? I'm over 100 years old. They continue to transplant failing organs into me and keep me hooked up to life support. The worst thing, nobody cares what I want. When they don't need me, they put me in an induced coma. When they do need me, usually to record yet another propaganda video, they raise me from the dead. Why? Wouldn't it be less trouble to use lookalikes? We had those for a time, but they all wanted something. Money, women, who just get drunk all the time. After a couple of unfortunate incidents, it was time to just go back to the one person who already accepted his fate long ago. I'm not blind. I'm easily replaceable. They just don't want to go to the effort. You just lie here where injustices happen all around you, in your own name. What can I do? I have been long just a tired old man who can't even move more than 100 steps away from this. 100 steps? How? Like, okay. Would you like to hear how I became the wise leader? I was an aspiring theater actor when the revolution started. I mostly played small parts. The most humiliating experience I ever had was portraying a corpse for 3 hours. Seems ironic now, doesn't it? So the revolutionaries stormed the theater during one of these shows and shot dead every actor for worshipping bourgeois values. They left me alone, seeing as I was already acting dead. A week later, I encountered them again on the street. They were shocked. They must have remembered my face. Then someone yelled, "It's a miracle!" And before I knew it, I was put on a pedestal to give a speech. Either out of fear or relief, I got carried away with it. Turns out I was great at making rousing speeches. Within a fortnight, I was the face of the revolution, and as you can guess, it became my job to speak someone else's words from a stage, inspiring and motivating others. I was a nobody, and I remained a nobody, just an echo. At least, now I don't have to play dead anymore. As you can see, I already look much deader than a corpse. So what's your request? I understand asking this from a stranger is too much, but there might be no other chance. I'm so tired. I'm so sick of myself. So many years have passed, and I'm still the same soulless talking machine. I want you to kill me. What? Kill me, I beg you. Stop this meaningless agony. After all, so many people have been deprived of their organs to support my life. I'm just a scratched-up turntable playing the same record over and over again. Unplugging me is pointless. Those life supports are a great many safeguard. Just take a pillow. Kill me, friend. Do the right thing. End my suffering, sure. May your hand be steady. Please know you're doing me a great kindness. No, I'm all for it. His eyes, like, oh. No, I'm all for this. You clearly know what you want. You served us well, great leader. Your country will mourn you. And yours didn't do anything to stop us. That's good. I thought it would shoot us. So what do you want? What do you think I want? Something tells me a person whose mind could weave such a plan to eliminate competitors doesn't simply want to enjoy the power. Well, cards on the table, right? Spit it out. I've been here for many years, in this muddy pool of yours that you call the great state for some unfathomable reason. What could be so great about such a colossal amount of shit? You're like maggots crawling around the garbage, capable of imagining anything better. Well, they haven't actually been, they have like kind of been trained to become like maggots and not imagine anything. What use is your freedom if you don't know what to do with it? You yourself gave it up to a handful of wicked people many years ago. And it would have been fine if you only poisoned your own life. But you built it everything around the fact that someone else is to blame. Someone else is to blame. You built the whole freaking country around it. Everything from economics to demographic is tied to a war with your neighbors, who is also responsible, it turns out, for your inability to go and do something about it. No. This is like the people at the top's fault. You train them to do this. You're a mole, a Borean. I've forgotten who I am over the years, but I have not forgotten I wanted to end this damned war that continues to take so many lives. That's why I'm here, Evan. I want to use Heimdall to stop this meat grinder, so that you and my people can safely build our own happiness. Well, then Evan, it's time to do what you spent so much time working towards. Now you will launch Heimdall and in control over to me. And don't try anything funny. I still have the revolver. I can live without Heimdall. You can live without your head. No. This is Evan we're talking about. He happily gives his life if we have that good option. Yes. Well, we can't live in this bubble, so... Yeah, waste your bullets though. That would go. That would go well. You would shoot yourself, hopefully. Dang it! Didn't bounce. Haha. Wow, it's some kind of force field. Bother me with that. Now I really can make my own choice. So what did he say about imagination? Welcome to the Heimdall control system. Congratulations on gaining administrator privilege, Evan Redgrave. You have 250 codes for protocol changes. The maximum is 250. Select the required protocol. Okay. Happiness for all, free of charge, 200. God mode. You got to jump off cliffs all the time and build your wings on the way down. Oh, can we save here? Yes, we can. Then we can also load. Okay. So I want to try out the 3 last ones. What does ice? Let's first start with what? Next independence. Add administrator happiness for all, free of charge. An experimental protocol to introduce recipients to the pursuit of personal happiness and public welfare. Not recommend for use without prior A/B testing on A/B audience during A/B period. What? I don't understand anything. Without analysis of selected cohort, soft launch may release in an LTV decrease. Launch this protocol? Yes, sure. Experimental protocol initiated. Uh-huh.
A low pulsating hum drawn through the city, filling the air, boring into every mind and bending every single person to its mechanical will. Men and women, adults and children, rich and poor.
Uh-huh.
In just a few minutes, the entire population submitted to Heimdall's power.
Uh-huh.
From then on, people thought, felt, wished, and did only what was.
That's boring.
The desire
That's boring.
of an abstract common good embedded into the minds of citizens had unexpected consequences. As it turns out, everyone has their own idea of good.
That is good.
Unmotivated violence.
Oh no, that's not good.
People attacked one another at random, sincerely believing that they were doing it for the common good. When the wave of violence subsided, leaving behind it blood-soaked streets, the few survivors, shaking to the depths of their souls by the incident, started building a better world.
Okay.
And they did it with such fervor that they forgot about their own basic needs.
Oh my God.
After only a month, Helmer was a ghost town where even the most desperate did not set foot.
So, not the whole country, just this place. Like the snake lost his head. Okay, not the most bad outcome. It means the war most likely ground to a halt.
What was happening and who still had free will wisely fled the city, while Evan stayed on the top floor, witnessing the consequences of his choice.
I hope someone brought him food
after day.
And something to drink. And that there's a toilet there.
Sometimes in moments of weakness, he thought that punishing himself with the monstrous sight of the massacre below was enough to atone for his sins. But soon there was no one left to whom he could repent.
Oh.
And so the thought of the shredder several floors below seemed more and more attractive to Evan every day. But what mattered was that the thought was his own.
Okay. Okay. I can get that. Yeah, load game. Load game. Oh wait, this was an autosave, so this isn't the right load. Load. This one. What ending do we want? Not that ending, apparently. No! What? This is the minister's floor. How to save square. Daily save on variable floor. So it didn't say where I said it would save. This is 1108. This is 1118. It should be this one. So this is the closest save point we can get to. Oh no, do we need to get through all of this again? Oh, that sucks, game. That really sucks. That really sucks. Yeah. Oop. Yeah. And we can't even click through it. Yeah. That sucks. I don't like when they do this. It doesn't promote you to like experience the different endings with ease. Doom. Okay, and now the leader. And kill him. This game, why does it always make us go through so many hoops? No. Okay, let's see if we can save now. Just gonna check. I need to talk to you. And we need to kill you again. Ask you about health. What request? Yes. Agree. And let's kill him again. Wish we could skip scenes. Oh, look at his face. Look at his face and his eyes. I am fine with this. Just so you know, you asked to die. I don't feel sorry for you. Okay, come on. Okay, and save again. I'm gonna save all on different saves. You see how far back we have to go? So what do you want? Blah 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 blah. Here we go. Bye. Still shame it didn't bounce to hit him. Wink wink. Yeah. Do that. So God mode. Got to jump off cliffs all the time and build your wings on the way down. Mode required 200. That sounds like the best one. God mode I just gets become just God. This one. The content of this protocol has been hidden by the previous administrator. Initialize this protocol. Yes. Protocol initiated. Achievement unlocked. Up to you. Playing the free preset phase. You made the right choice, son. I'm so proud of you and I love you very much. Protocol loaded. What does this mean?
A low pulsating hum drawn through the city, filling the air, boring into every mind and bending every single person to its mechanical will. Men and women, adults and children, rich and poor. In just a few minutes, the entire population submitted to Heimdall's power.
Yep, we saw that.
From then on, people thought, felt, wished,
Saw that.
did only what was required of them.
But then.
You can't force a person to be happy against their will. But what if you forcefully give them free will? What if you instill in them a single thought? From now on, you make your own decisions and take responsibility for your own actions.
Oh, I like that.
Could it bring about peace? The inhabitants of Helmer were the first to become truly independent. Even though their lives weren't perfect,
don't see how this would work, but still.
Often far from ideal.
Oh, I love the little couple hugging here.
Choices were but they had their
and
own
another
choices,
couple.
their own happiness, and their own mercy. The ministers, all of them were executed. The monstrous and useless bureaucratic apparatus
was good.
Gradually dismantled, and the ministry building was turned into a museum dedicated to senseless
That's a very large museum. Guess you had a lot of senseless violence to show off.
Evan became a full-fledged member of the new society. When asked about what happened in the last days of the great state, he would
I like this ending a lot. Look.
He had no wish to recall his time
and the little girl!
Or the nightmares that he witnessed and took part in. Evan lost himself in real work and finally reunited with his family. Until the very end of his life, he tried to erase from his memory the faces of his superiors and colleagues.
Well, there's only one I regret.
He could stop hearing military marches in the distance and the roar of a
Marie
thousand
Curie,
voices chanting,
you will be with me forever. I couldn't help you. I did the wrong choice there. This choice I can stand by. So sorry, Marie, still. Okay, let's see if we can load daily save. Minister's floor, this one. See how far. Oh, good. It bumps us only to here. That's good. Yep. Okay, that's better. I wonder what happened to him. Boom, boom. I love that noise. Amazing noise. Amazing noise. Yep. Okay, Heimdall. Have we got one anymore? So, Isolate Heimdall, Administrator, great. Nah. Let's see what I know which any I love. Good. Yep. Cult of personality initiated. That's it.
A low pulsating hum droned through the city, filling the air. In just a few minutes, the entire population submitted to Heimdall's power. From then on, people thought, felt, wished.
That's a lot of towers they had to place really tightly. Like really close to each other.
Is a cult of personality really such a bad thing? After all, if someone receives praise to the high heavens, doesn't that mean that they deserve it?
It doesn't mean that, no.
The mindless worship of the wise leader was replaced by the blind adoration of Evan Redgrave. And if citizens had previously been able to afford to express their disapproval of the current state of affairs even in a whisper, now no one would have dared to do so.
Was it dare or could?
Because having one's own thoughts is an unaffordable luxury. But this is not the end. It is only the beginning. There are still so many places in the world where Heimdall towers are yet to rise into the skies, and so many countries.
I didn't understand why it was so important to get 250 codes. Oh, I did.
Career. The name Redgrave was respected before, but now it inspires.
Why is our name not on the building?
Isn't that what you wanted for your son, Father? Isn't that the greatness you dreamed of when you created Heimdall? Evan sits at the top of the world, and everything belongs to him, from the mountains and rivers
Yeah, no, I don't like this
Redgrave is
ending
a god
either.
now. And what does it matter that the fate of all gods is loneliness?
No. No, I know which canon, which ending I think is canon. It's definitely 250 codes. I saw some people complaining on the forums when I tried to find out the location of some items, which was not the codes, that they were like, I wish I'd known how, like, I can't find all the codes, and now that I've, like, eliminated this person, it means I can't get all the codes, and they were upset, and I'm like, oh, who cares? Who cares if you can't find all the codes? I'm sure that's just, like, a fun thing to do if you're a completionist, which I am not. Who cares? It turned out to be very important. So the real ending was a 250 code ending for sure. I hope you enjoyed this game. I feel like perhaps they should have redone or rethought some of the mechanics. Otherwise, it was a great game. Marie Curie, I'm so sorry again. Oh, so sorry. Really. I'll do better choices next time, okay? I hope to see you next time. Put your paw on the like button, because that's what all good kitties do. And I'll